This is Robin and Scott from Recalculating Bus. Today we want to show you the inside.
Alright, this is the entryway. We haven't really done much with the steps, left them pretty stock. Put a little rubber mat down to protect them. Robin's seat off to the left there. The driver's area I left stock. I hadn't changed anything in the driver's area on the dash, anything. We did add some privacy curtains in there. Okay, and then we added this wall back here, right behind the driver. Separation basically, but we also use it to hang our brooms and mops and stuff on there for cleaning. My leveling gauge, cabinet above here. We store our maps, our travel logs, what we do, where we've been, some quick get tools, gloves, and then Miles, that's the name of our bus, right up there. And behind Miles we have another storage compartment. It looks a little messy, but we do have all of our cameras and two-way radios, bug spray, we keep some games, just some WD-40, razor blades, hand wash, just stuff that you're gonna need, easy to grab. I did disconnect the automatic door because we have a actual RV door in there now. This apparatus doesn't work anymore, but I haven't taken it out yet. I was still thinking maybe I could use it for something. So that is the driver's compartment.
All right. This is, did he tell you about my fancy chair he put in for me? It's pretty fabulous. That was a, quite the deal to get that done. It flips around and you can use it both ways. And we did have the table here at one point in time, so that was a seat for the table. We are in about our third remodel of this bus, and it's just when you live in it and you do different things to it, it makes a difference what you find out what your needs are. So while we've been sitting here, Scott has moved this table into this position here.
Third time.
Yeah. For what time?
It's the third time
we've moved it. Yeah. But it seems to be working out well now. We do have a little stool underneath there that we pull out so the both of us can sit at the table. We stole this chair from my mom while we were down here, and I recovered it so it used the material that was on the bench that was there that we also removed. This bus was built with us in mind. You have to remember that, I guess, more than anything, and it's just the two of us. We do have room for one person to sleep, and that's on this bed here. This Scott can show you how this was another one of his designs. This flips up, and the bed folds down, and it's within just a couple minutes. It's very comfy. Unfortunately, what we have found with this bed, though, is that it's a better bed than it is a couch. It's a single, full-size single, so single sheets fit on it and everything. We did take apart the, which is another little unique thing. This couch was designed to be connected, and but when it was, and we had these great big empty spots right here in the corner, so we cut it off, sewed it back up, and make it work just the way that it is. But when Mom comes with us camping, that's her spot to sleep on, and it's just quick and easy, up and down. And even when the sheet's on there, the sheet can stay on the bed. It doesn't hurt anything, and works out really well. We do live in here, as you can tell. There's plenty of stuff all over the place. This is real mail. That is a real clock. That is a real guitar that he calms himself with and likes to enjoy. We have reading material and crossword puzzles, that kind of thing. This chair we just recently bought for whopping exciting $30 at the Goodwill in town. We decided that we did need something a little more comfortable to sit and watch TV, and it's working well. The passenger seat, you can actually watch the TV with that too also, so the co-pilot seat. So the TV's on a swivel, so it can be moved several different ways.
Well, we do have a camera system on the bus. There's one on each side, left and right, rear facing. There's one on the front, forward facing, one on the back, obviously rearward facing. We can use that for driving when we're on the road. I also use it for security when we're parked. If there's something happening outside, then we just turn on the cameras and we can kind of feel secure of what our environment is out there. I do have a battery monitor up on the wall there also that's switched on and off. And there is a DVR recorder up there, so all the cameras are being recorded for future use.
It was important to me to have a very functional kitchen. I wanted everything that I had at home, I wanted it here too. So we only have this single sink, but it's very deep, so I can do washing and rinsing all in the same sink here. Also have this really nice long sprayer hose. Works really well to fill up whatever I need to fill up. All in all, this is a 9-foot counter, which allows for a lot of workspace. And we tried to make all the things necessary to cook with to be close by. So, for example, the spices and oils and utensils. This is our two-burner stove, which is all that I've ever really needed. Works quite well. I love that the lid closes on it, so it's an extra space. Just a quick mention, too, that surprisingly, all this stuff travels really well. You wouldn't think that it was, but it does. It can stay right there when we're moving. So this is my dish drying area. This works very well also. So the clean wet dishes I just put in here, and I can move this mat underneath to capture the drips. And this all travels very well too. It's very convenient to have all in this one space. Underneath the sink cabinet is obvious necessary plumbing, but it also stores my cleaning supplies, laundry soaps, a little bit of booze, because God knows you need some of that once in a while. And all this travels very nicely while we're moving. The little bucket in there holds recyclables. Inside this container, underneath the stove area, there's a hanging basket. It holds batteries, Boca clips, insect repellents, just quick stuff you might want to grab easily. So we do carry a fresh water tank that's underneath the bed, but we don't drink or cook with it, thus the gallon jugs. I do have this one big pan hanging here because I use it almost every single day, and I just hang it here because it fits there. This is the only propane that we have in the bus. The only thing we use it for is the stove. One of my favorite features is this great roll-out garbage bin that we happened to find at the Habitat for Humanity, so that was a good find. Here's miscellaneous cooking and food storage containers, and underneath is a grate over the old bus heaters. And being in Wisconsin, Scott says we need to keep all of our heaters. In this cabinet, we added this basket. It serves as a shelf and it stores more food containers. There's a hot water on-demand heater. It is electric in the back, and in front of it is my pots and pans. I am particularly fond of these cabinets right here, these drawers. It's just like at home. I got silverware in this top one, and in the second one I have, your foils and wraps and bags and that kind of thing, garbage bags. And then in the bottom one I have all my towels and tablecloths and extra towels for hand towels for the bathroom area and things like that. So totally pleased how this turned out. We are not cabinet builders, but this was all done by us with self-closing features on all the doors too, so everything stays closed when we travel. So I forgot to show you on the top of this particular cabinet is this drawer, which stuff got stuck in there, but it is all my cooking utensils and everything I need for pots and pan use and stirring and flipping and all that stuff. So this is just right next to the stove. This upper cabinet is where we keep all the tall things that won't fit anyplace else, and oddball stuff, coffee, my filters, a few other baking dishes. And then in this other upper is plates and bowls and coffee cups and other disposable baking dishes and all the other disposable stuff. We don't really use this much while we're parked, but we do use it when we're traveling just because it's easier. We have a regular household 120 volt freezer that we do run from our solar. We left home, just the fridge was full of food, so that worked out really well for us. Daughter Shelly made these pantry and the his or hers signs and graciously applied them also. She also made our Recalculating bus logo, and she put that on the front of the door too, so it was greatly appreciated. This is crowning glory, this pull-out pantry. I had found this metal shelving piece, and Scott put it inside this wooden crate there and attached the sliders, and it's just been great. I can see things from both sides. So underneath that is another food storage bin. It's nice and deep. I have plenty of room for everything that I need. And this second drawer also is food. You can see what's in there, the little crate of bungee cords and stuff we use when we close up and get ready to move. So this is the separation we have between the bathroom and the bedroom and the living space. It works well enough, and it's just the only thing that we could use at that point. So both this side is all clothes, this side is all food. Everything that Scott owns is, and that he wears, is in his one drawer here. It works out very nice. And everything that's my clothes are all in this bottom space here. It's very deep drawers. It holds a lot more than what it appears to, but we've been very pleased with the capabilities. There's a few things that we don't keep down there, and the limited things that we keep hanging is in this shelving area up here. We do have a few other things in there, towels and our helmets and that kind of thing. But also from this space, if you look up above, you can see the insulation. We did everything out of pocket during the build, so it was either use this foam board or wait till we had enough money for spray foam. So we just did what we could and went on with the build. So now on to the bathroom. This is a underneath storage here. We've got sheets and towels and other personal kind of things underneath here. It's just a bar sink that we have up here with a small remnant of a countertop that Scott set it into. I wanted to be able to brush my teeth and wash my face in a space other than where dishes were collected. So this is a medicine cabinet. Holds a lot, and everything travels right there nicely too when it's properly shut. Onto the shower. This is a great size and the shape. It allows for plenty of room to get out and dry off and get dressed. So it consists of mainly this corner shower base and this waterproof wall board for the sides. We're initially going to do the steampunk look. That's why we've got this faucet. I do want to change one thing in this area, and that's to put a full cabinet here for the towels and that kind of thing. We have the light switch that controls 3 lights that are in the bathroom, and we do have a flush RV toilet. That was important to me too. I didn't want to deal with the composting toilet. Next is our bedroom, and quite frankly, it is not done. There is some temporary shelving around both sides of the bed and the top there, but we do want to make something permanent and nicer. So this is a queen size short bed. You have to get special sheets for it, but it's worth it so as I can get around the bed and make the bed. That was important. It is high. I do have to use a step stool to get into it. It is very, very comfortable. It's a foam mattress, which we ordered online. I can't remember the name of it right now, but we ended up putting a topper on it too to make it even better yet. We do have TV in our bedroom, and just to make it more familiar and usable, because we do spend so much time in the bus, months at a time. We added this insulated curtain, and it helps with heat and light, and keeps that little cubbyhole bedroom both warm and cool. Scott's going to lift up the bed, show you how all that works.
Most of the mechanicals are under here.
Yes. Oh, I guess I could have cleaned that out too, but
yeah,
it's all right.
But we use it for storage.
Obviously.
Here. A lot of storage here. Again, it's all about storage. My battery bank is down here. I have 410 amp hour batteries. I do have a switching connector there, so I go to shore power. It switches over automatically, and then when I unplug it, it automatically switches over to battery power, so I don't have to do anything like that. Back in here, I have a 3500 watt, 7000 watt max inverter that powers everything in the bus. That can even power the roof air conditioner. I don't do it because the batteries wouldn't last long enough to make a difference. So underneath the mess back here, Robin is unfurling.
Oh, well, you can't really see it anyways. You got a board over the top of it. Yeah.
A lot of my electrical is down there, and I know it looks messy. My water pump is back in the corner there. All my plumbing is there. Underneath all of this is a 45-gallon water tank. It goes from the floor
fresh water
to that floor in there. That's all fresh water. Again, we don't drink that water.
That goes to your outside.
That is an outside shower where those two lines are, hot and cold. Yes, we do have hot water going to our outside shower.
Yes.
And down here, I should point out, is my 110 service.
Yes.
Here.
Bed comes back down.
So
the did you show that from the outside?
No.
Oh.
On the inside here, I'll just show this briefly. We do have a door here. It's a half door. I'll explain a little bit later, but we do have a deadbolt that locks it. At the top of that door opens up. We have a little screen here, like you do those screen doors that you can walk through.
Yeah.
Magnets in the middle. We open it up. We got a little screen. Keeps whatever bugs that might be out there, and we haven't found a lot. But they're out there. Adds for great ventilation. A 3-speed max fan. That is the, when you turn this on with the door open out front, it cools down right now. So out here, I just have a double 12-volt cigarette lighter outlet. Here's my inverter controls, my water pump switch, and this is my charge controller for the solar, and the charge controller indicator. Okay, I was inside just a second ago talking about that door, the half door, and by the magic of video, I'm outside again. Poof. So this is the part of the door that I closed in, and I'm a little bit in the sun here, so it's hard to see. But it was all rusty down here at the bottom, so I replaced the door. I cut it off about midway, just underneath the handle. So this is just a panel now. This part of the door, this will open up. It's locked, I can't open it, but that will open up. And then opens up all the way out to the tail lights here. So there's a lot of stuff in there. Robin's inside, maybe she'll open it. Ooh, there we are. So yeah, if you got a front door open or front windows or ceiling vents, you open this door and the wind just comes through. It's miraculous.
Yeah, it is.
I do have a switch here. All the switches in this bus, all the lighting, all the switches,
Oh yeah.
they're all 12 volt.
Show
And
what that
they're
switch
just
does.
rocking switch. So that particular switch turns on our little sexy lights there. Yeah, all the switches are 12 volt. There's no 110 in here, other than there's two 110 outlets on this counter for appliances. There is a 110 outlet down here that also has USB charging. I have one more outlet down here that I think I should have had two outlets, or at least a 4-gang, because it seems like everything gets plugged in there. Chargers, computers. Again, back behind here is all 12 volt switches. My antenna. And I do not have any 12 volt. Oh wait, I do. I do have one 12 volt. I'm sorry, 110 volt plug here. Again, that has the USB charging. I have sconce lights back here. Behind Robin is the switch. So it's just another type of light we got in here. Don't use it very often, but you know, you could use it to eat or whatever. We do have a diesel heater. That's the thermostat right there. It is underneath this couch. And it sits under there. And that is just the only duct we have in the whole bus. And when I stayed in here a winter or two ago, it was 0 degrees and 70 degrees in this entire bus. It was very comfortable. The diesel fuel that it uses is hooked up to the diesel tank on the bus, and I could run that pretty much, well, I did run that for an entire month, if not more, and I still did not dip into the fuel tank of the bus, but maybe about a half a tank.
Yeah.
Which, you know, is pretty good, I think.
Yeah. So you were living, just for clarification, you were living in the bus here in the middle of winter because you were building our apartment out in the bottom half of the house that we bought with Scotty Jr. And I was in Arizona helping care for my father. So it worked out very well for both of us. At this point in time, I can't imagine having anything smaller, just because I am old and spoiled and just have everything that we need.
We have a little finishing to do around the windows.
Don't show that.
Well,
right.
I think that's it. I don't think I know of anything else.
Good.